Hi there, and welcome to my Itty Bitty Chapel. My name is Patty Chaffee, and I'm the community minister at Niantic Community Church. I'm also a spiritual director and an expressive arts facilitator. The Itty Bitty Chapel is a few moments offered midweek to relax, refresh, and reflect on a spiritual word or phrase. It's usually filmed in or near a sacred space within my home called the Itty Bitty Chapel. And our candle here is lit to remind us of the presence of Spirit within and around us. If you're so inclined, you can light a candle in your sacred space during our time together. You can pause the video to do that now if you'd like. Our word for reflection today is art and creativity. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Aristotle. I suppose this quote could be reflective of viewing and appreciating art, or of creating art. For the sake of our time together, I'm most interested in the latter, not so much the finished product and what it might look like to others, but the inward significance in the process and what it means to us as the artist. From a very young age, we're taught to concentrate our efforts on a finished product, aren't we? Often with even greater concern for following specific instructions on how to do it. I think about coloring books we used when I was young, with a goal to color inside the lines. That was very important. When my youngest son was in grammar school, he had a coloring assignment with directions to color certain areas with certain colors. He mistakenly colored a block the wrong color, so I suggested he change the directions to be aligned with the color he chose. Upon reflection, that might not have been the best precedence to set, as even now he kind of does his own thing. Sometimes we need to think out of the box, though, making art about process and less about coloring inside the lines. Coloring books have made a huge comeback in recent years and are a favorite activity now for adults as a meditation and helping us to slow down and be present. And yes, even color inside the lines. Sometimes a blank page or canvas can be very intimidating for any artist. And yes, we are all artists. God created us. God is an artist. We are all artists. Yes? And our creative inclinations can get squelched so easily when not encouraged appropriately. I remember so well when my oldest son attended Xavier High School many years ago. I raised very creative spirits, as you can imagine, and he had done an assignment for art class following, let's say, the beat of his own drum, rather than the specific instructions assigned. When he proudly showed it to the art teacher, she tore it up right in front of him. "Do it again, and this time follow direction," she barked in his sweet, impressionable face. Can you imagine? I don't think she's teaching anymore, thank goodness. And my son, well, he not only marches to the beat of his own drum, he's made a fabulous life for himself on his own terms, and I'm so proud of him. I'm glad he didn't let that experience dim his creative brilliance. But back to process. When you paint for process, you listen to the magic of your inner voice. You follow the basic human need to experiment with the new, the unknown, the mysterious, the hidden, writes Michelle Cassou and Stuart Cubley in Life, Paint, and Passion. They go on, process is adventure. You don't need a special gift in order to paint for process. You just need a brush. You can paint just as you are right now without preparing yourself in any way. You don't need another class. You don't need another technique. You don't need another idea. There is not any special state you have to be in. The important thing is to start. The rest will take care of itself. Now they are talking here about painting, but this applies to any art form. Just show up. Be brave, summon the courage, and just show up at your creative platform. Would you like to arrange flowers? Set a lovely table? Cook a photo-perfect meal? Draw a scene outside your window. Make greeting cards to send. Throw a pot or paint a mug. Take a walk and gather materials for a nature collage. The world is your oyster. Georgia O'Keeffe said, I found I could say things with color and shapes that I couldn't say any other way, things I had no words for. Have you had that experience of things you wanted to express but just couldn't find the words? Our creativity, regardless of your medium, is a way of communicating what we sometimes can't say. We may not even notice the creative acts we already do on a day-to-day basis, just in the process of living. And it's a gift to honor the artist within by recognizing that. I've done countless programs in my 12 and a half years at NCC, and I'd guess that 97% of them had some kind of expressive art experience. And virtually every time I offered a program, someone would claim they are not an artist. Whether we're drawing, cutting, painting, or pasting, dancing, singing, or photo sharing, there would always be at least one disclaimer. And those always make me smile because I know better. We are all artists, and always capable of creating beautiful things in this beautiful world. Sometimes the beauty is well hidden. Sometimes we can't see it, but there is an underlying story in each of us that sometimes comes out through our art. I've seen it happen often. Among other things, I enjoy making collage. I recently devoted 6 hours on a Saturday to make one that I felt called to make on a pertinent issue in life. I didn't title it like I often do, except to call it Unnamed. I was unimpressed with it, did not feel connected to my creation at all, yet I knew it had a story to tell me, and would when I was ready to hear it. I always have some kind of image of Jesus on my collage, yet on this there was none. This puzzled me. I set Unnamed aside for future reflection, annoyed with myself for wasting 6 hours of my day on this project, done mostly in silence. A scant 48 hours later, my collage was speaking to me. I'd added a large image of Jesus to the back, establishing him as my foundation. The reflection, amid life, continues, and the longer I spend time with it, the more there is revealed to me. Days later, I can say, I love Unnamed, as it guides me in uncertain but certainly exciting new directions. Enjoy a few minutes here at the beach to reflect on your creative ambitions. In what way are you already creative in life? And where or what medium would you like to experience that you haven't done before or haven't done for a long time? Go ahead, make some art. I keep you in prayer every day of this abundantly blessed life. And if this message spoke to you in some way, feel free to share it with others. And until next time, may God bless you in every way you need, and may someone be a creative inspiration for you. Namaste.